day, everyone. I am here to talk about the background of Jose Rizal. Jose Rizal, in full name, Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Rialonda. He was born on June 19, 1861. His father's name is Francisco Mercado, and her mother is Teodora Alonso. He was born in Calamba in the province of Laguna. He had 9 sisters and 1 brother. At the early age of 3, the future political leader had already learned the English alphabet, and by the age of 5, Jose could already read and write. The Rizal family gives importance to education, as they are all graduated from all their chosen field. The mother of Dr. Jose Rizal was his first teacher, who molded him, and the one who discovered his talent in writing of poetry. As Jose grows older, he was tortured by Maestro Celestino, Maestro Lucas Padua, and Maestro Leon Monroy, respectively. The parents of Jose decided to send him to the school of Binan when his tutor Maestro Leon Monroy died, in which he will be staying in his aunt. Jose Rizal decided to study for a degree in land surveying and assessment at the Ateneo de Municipal de Manila, where he graduated on March 14, 1877, with honors or sobresaliente. He took and passed the licensure exam for land surveying and assessment on 1878. In Spain, he continued the study that were stalled in the Philippines and enrolled at the Universidad Central de Madrid, where he graduated on 1884 with a degree in medicine. And a year later, with a degree in philosophy and letter from the same institution. Even after the completion of these 2 degrees, he still was not satisfied and traveled to France and studied at the University of Paris. In his pursuit to further increase his knowledge in his chosen field of specialization, ophthalmolog, he traveled in Germany. So Rizal traveled because he wanted to learn a lot in abroad.
Jose Rizal, his work is wrote the novel, like Lole Me Tangere, the first published in Berlin, Germany, in 1887. So Rizal, he wrote this because described the condition of the country under the Spaniards as a failure, which provided most hardship to the life of the Filipinos. The true wrote story about the sufferings of his countrymen were meant to awaken the Filipinos to the reality that was adversely affecting the community and which had not been spoken about by the people, most probably due to the fear with the ruling of the Spaniards. So, the original interpretation is to describe and detail the suffering of his countrymen under the Spanish rule. So Rizal is a personal take this. It is all about all Filipinos because to know what is the struggle of Dr. Jose Rizal in his time. And Rizal found the Filipinos for the conquest of the Spaniards.
The controversy is all about the marriage of Dr. Jose Rizal and Josephine Bracken, which is only be allowed if Rizal retract, but Rizal didn't do the condition and both of them decided to live together without getting married. November 1896, a case was filed against Rizal in which he was bestowed with a death penalty. December 30, 1896, the day where he will be executed, a mass was performed where Rizal confessed for the last time and was married to Josephine Bracken, which was officiated by Father Vicente Balaguer. Despite the assertion of Father Balaguer and Josephine, the family of Rizal denies the marriage. They accuse Josephine as a spy from the friars and question her why she doesn't use the surname Rizal. Josephine, despite of the accusations around him, stands firm on claiming her marriage with Dr. Jose Rizal.
It is debatable if the two had a legal union. It is partially affirmed and partially rejected by the literature. We believe this had not been the case. On the other hand, Austin Craig claims that the Spanish law was in theory meant to create a civil marriage institutions in the Philippines as well as except that the laws were not in effect. Rizal would certainly have had a civil wedding just at the risk of cancelling his liturgical plans. And Josephine herself writes in a passage that she had learned from a Spaniards that she should be divorced from her husband if they were to marry. In the presence of two witnesses, historian Scrooge believes that they were married. Rizal needs to explain his affair with Josephine again and again, and he sends notes to her for better service.
For me, we are blessed that Dr. Rizal is our hero, and I am proud of that, because he is one of the fighters against the Spaniards through his knowledge and skills. Dr. Rizal has great novels, El Filibusterismo and Noli Me Tangere. That is why many people idolize him, and I learn more because of him. And I realize how great he is as our hero. And also Rizal is a good son, and he proven that on his mother. He do anything just to save his mother's life, because he found out that his mother was sick. That's why I also love Dr. Jose Rizal as a son, and also a great hero of the Philippines.
Opinion about this controversy. Jose Rizal and Josephine Bracken fell in love, and after a whirlwind engagement, the two decided to get married. However, Father Obach, the priest of the Pitan, refused to solemnize their marriage without the permission from the Bishop of Cebu. Since there was no priest to marry them, they married themselves before the eyes of God. Jose Rizal and Josephine Bracken had lived happily and the Pitan despite the error of Father Obach or the anger of Father Obach. Rizal found his life complete with Josephine Bracken. In fact, he wrote a poem dedicated to her. For me, even I don't know what really happened about Dr. Jose Rizal and Josephine Bracken because of their different sources. That my first source is they get married. My second source is they not get married. So if they get married before the execution of Rizal, or they are not really get married because the priest didn't approve about it, one thing is for sure, they have a relationship and they love each other. The book that I read, it says that Dr. Jose Rizal wrote a poem about Josephine Bracken, the love story of Dr. Jose Rizal and Josephine Bracken, and then when Rizal executed, and then Josephine Bracken remarried again in Hong Kong with another Filipino. So,
Jose Rizal is a heroes keep on working until they accomplish their goal to make a difference in other lives. Heroes should have a compassion, perseverance, confidence, and they should be selfless, strong in fear. They can be either someone you know personally or famous people who are admires as role models just like Jose Rizal.
Oras na.
Ika-30 ng Disyembre, 1896. Inihatid si Rizal sa bagong bayan upang harapin